Good morning, guys, and welcome to another Bloudam and Extreme Fishing update. We take a look at what happened last week, we take a look at what's going on this week, and we take a look at a little bit of tackle talk, tips and tricks that you can use that we have found helpful over the years, or that clients come in and they say the coffee is not sponsored, but it is good coffee. We're gonna work on a sponsorship for the coffee in the morning.
Sugar but
yeah, it's amazing. It's amazing coffee. Okay, guys, so let's have a look first at last week. You won actually amazing week of fishing.
Yes.
A couple of very nice fish that came out. Let's leave the best one for last. Let's talk about a couple of nice steenies coming out.
Yes.
Even though it wasn't predicted to be flat seas, like we normally say you need those flatter seas for the steenies, there was a couple of it's not always needed, but there was a couple of really nice steenies come out.
Yeah.
Which area were those fish?
I think it's more Mussel Bay side.
Mussel Bay, Dana Bay, that's that side.
Yeah. And a few Galjoen as well.
A few nice gallies as well that came out in that area. Main target bait was probably your sand crab, white sand crab. Not,
but bit of bloodworm. Bloodworm, yes.
And I saw a couple of pics where the guys were using the choker with a red bait as well.
A few guys catching steenies on red bait.
Yes.
That was surprised about it, but it is possible.
I've heard a little bit of a tip that some people use when you're targeting those rocky areas where it's not just reefs and rocks, where you've got that sand with a little bit of rocks in between, and they use a choker and red bait combo to target in, because it just opens up a lot of species that actually take those type of bait. You've got your cob, you've got your bellman, you've got crackers, you've got steenies, you've got everything that will take that bait. So that's maybe a good and speaking about choker, we always get sidetracked, but you want just explain the difference between, you get two types of choker.
Yes.
And you've got both types in a lot of people complain about the price of choker. And let's talk a little bit about choker before we go on to the next part.
So the two types of choker you get a handline choker. It's usually export, we call it, and you get a netted choker. So the difference is literally in the name. The one gets caught by handline, gets packed into a pan, goes straight to a freezer, and then it goes into comes out in blocks, and then it goes to the factories.
So very high quality.
Very high quality. Gets handled individually.
Okay.
Where with your netted choker, it's literally where they drag a net through the ocean.
Everything gets caught up there.
Yeah, it's the same choker. There's not a different species of choker. It's the same.
But it's the handling.
It's the handling that changes the quality.
More labor intensive to get those individual chokers out and to pack them, and they get frozen and they get handled a lot better. So then and that determines a better quality of choker.
And how they get handled afterwards when they get packed in the packaging we've got available here. So and because of the way it gets handled, you can just think that one that gets caught by hand, how many you have to catch by hand to get your pan full, where against the net
just a massive net.
It's just a massive net.
And that's also we are competing against the export market. When we buy those handline chokers, we are actually competing against your export choker. That's why the price is so high, where the net choker is not so expensive to the export mark, and that's why we get it a little bit cheaper. We're not going to go into price on choker, because everybody knows that it is a very expensive bait, but it is a very good bait. I mean, it's a very versatile bait. Deep sea fishing, estuary fishing, rock and surf fishing. It's one of your best baits you can find.
It's important to your fishing. I mean, a lot of our guys, we spend a lot of money on our tackle. Excellent rods, reels, braids. You don't get a cheap braid.
No.
It's still expensive, even if it's for R1 or R1.40 a meter. So you spend all this money to have the best tackle at your disposal, but you want to go and buy cheap choker and don't get the results you want. So spending that little bit of more money on bait, that is also important.
And talking about spending money on, the first thing that you need is actually your bait, and then the second thing that allows you to get the hook up is your hook. And then people want to come in and spend not a lot of money on bait and hooks, where that's actually your first and two most important thing is your bait and your hook.
if you take it your rod and reel, it also plays a.
It does play a
big-
role, but
Yeah.
it's you can have the best rod and reel in the world. If you don't have the correct bait and hook,
Yeah.
you're not going to get a hookup.
Yeah, it all leads to something. And
Yes.
if you don't know how to read the sea, it can also make that you can have the best bait, the best rod, the best reel, best everything. But if you can't read the sea in front of you, it all goes to waste.
Talking
like me
ab-
at the moment.
Talking about the trollers, there's been a lot of reports of trollers around at the moment.
Yeah.
I got a couple of images, and from Stilbaai all the way through to PE, a lot of trollers, and it's not Chinese trollers, it's South African trollers that's operating the water. You
that's
can actually see the names there. The images I got, you can see the names and the orientation of the
Are you sure
the vessels.
the Chinese didn't go South
Maybe,
African?
maybe they bought South African vessels,
Yeah.
but yes. So the trawlers, there's a lot of trawlers and longliners in our water at the moment. That is not good for our fishing, especially deep sea fishing.
Yeah.
Your hikes and that type of stuff. It's not good for our fishing. So last week was a lot of trawler activity up and down the coast.
Yeah, I
on
heard
this
that
side.
the hake was very quiet after
Yes,
they
yes.
came through. But on the other side, I've heard of a few guys over the weekend that got a nice couple of cop.
A deep sea or from the
no,
side?
deep sea,
fishing.
They,
Yes.
they struggled and they got the way to get them, and
The water has warmed up a little bit. You're looking
Yes.
at that 17, 18 degrees now, which is perfect for cob hunting. So the guys from the deep sea side, the water has warmed up a little bit.
We're in a great time of the year. It's
We
spring.
are in that transition period where
Yeah.
the summer fish is starting to come in. Looking forward to a lot of grunter fishing.
Yeah.
Looking forward to cob fishing, estuary fishing. Looking forward to bonnies of the rocks. We have to do another Robberg episode.
Yeah,
We go
definitely.
Robberg again. It shouldn't be long now before the guys from Musselby Point start getting some bonnies in the bay.
They have had bonnies coming through, but they didn't come close enough.
Close
for them
enough,
to
yeah.
Cast into
Yeah,
them,
so that warmer water will bring in bait fish. It will bring in your summer fish. So looking
Yeah.
forward to that. And then the big fish over last week, 70 centimeter Galjoen.
Yes, that's a fish of a lifetime.
Pending SA record.
Yeah, if he gets
Um,
that, it's gonna last just as long as the previous one from
I mean-
1969.
I mean, we were talking about Albi's Galjoen, that Albi
Yeah.
caught, that 4.86.
and that thing is big.
It was a 62 centimeter.
Yeah.
I mean, this thing is 8 centimeters, and that 8 centimeters in the tail on the total length, in the width and the girth of the fish and everything, it makes a huge difference in
Yeah.
weight. Do we have an estimate weight on that fish yet?
If I'm correct, they did say on the scale it weighed 7 kilos. I can't remember. I checked the post.
Oh,
and
that
everything.
is a massive
That
fish. I
is-
think the old SA record was 6.2, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
It was round about there.
So on a scale, if I'm correct, they did say 7. I can be wrong, guys. I don't wanna.
So obviously they didn't put the fish back.
No, I don't think they did.
And it's actually, it's a fish of a lifetime, and we're gonna have Dirkie Snyman on very soon. He's just getting all his facts about when a Galjoen changes sex and when is a good time, what size is a good size to take out, because we actually need to reserve those fish, because there is a sex change where they change from male to female.
Yeah.
And the bigger fish are female, and they lay, Dirkie will have all the stats, but they lay so many eggs, and only so many of those eggs, a percentage of those eggs survive, and they spawn 4 times a year. So we're going to get all those facts.
But let's take it, Blom. There's always
There's always going to be a debate. There's always going to be a debate about that.
And I'll say you this from my side. Let him take it. It's a fish of a
It's a fish of a
lifetime.
lifetime.
That
If he's going to
fish-
mold it and if he's going to hang it
Yeah.
up against his wall,
And I
I mean,
believe
that is a absolute beast, a 70 centimeter Galjoen. That is a absolutely beast. So well done to the angler. You know which area that fish came out?
It was on the PE side.
PE side.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly where.
It's again those Tsitsikamma. The Tsitsikamma area is producing a lot of good fish. We had that one cracker.
You saw that one with the guy with the baby next
with
to
the with the
Ah,
one with the 1-0.
Yeah, he said
With the
he had to-
1-0.
And that's Hendrik de Bruin.
Yes.
He got that prize at the Derby.
He
was
did.
The,
It was one of the Derby prizes.
the BG from Daiwa with the react hooks,
Yes.
1-0s, and that was his fish.
Throwing for a gully, and
Yeah.
he got a nice 70 centimeter cracker on
Yeah.
a 1-0
Did you see the rod?
Yeah, I
It's
saw it.
a Kuma Caspian, I think 11 foot.
Yes, I saw. That must have been one hell of a fight.
Yeah, he told me it was a fight of a life.
Oh, my.
Yes.
So well done to everybody that caught fish. Looking into this week's weather. Oh, flat seas.
Yeah,
flat,
I see
flat,
today
flat
is a
seas.
nice day, but I see from tomorrow the weather is taking a dip again.
Weather's taking a
Colder.
little bit of a dip and it's a little bit colder, but we're looking at tomorrow. We're looking at a 0.3 surf.
Nice.
Going into later in the week, it's picking up to 1 meter, and then it's stabilizing around about 1.1 meter Friday into the week, and it's stabilizing around about 1.1. So not ideal for Galjoen, a little bit
No.
too flat for Galjoen, but that allows you to target Galjoen on those, like we were talking about now, on those flatter, on the sandy beaches with the loose rocks
Yeah.
in between, where you can target your kop, your bellman, your breams, your gallies, those sand gallies, the whiter, the lighter gallies, not those rock gallies, those sand gallies. And obviously steenies, a big week for steenies. I think there's going to be a couple of really nice white timbers coming out this week.
And also, Bloudam, it's a great opportunity for you to grab your spinning bag after
Oh,
work,
yes.
after 5 for a
Oh
quick
yes.
1 hour session.
Yes,
Uh,
we did the whole episode on
yeah.
the cob drop shot and artificial lures of the surf for cob. Great week for this.
So it stays a bit. The sun stays out a bit longer now in the evening. So I think if you finish work at 5, you go do a quick cast here and there.
Yeah, I think with
you
the
can-
warmer
Yeah.
water that's warmed up a little bit, and the flat seas.
Cob is coming out.
Cob
Fruit shad is coming out.
definitely a good idea to go and target the cob and your shad on drop shot and artificials. Great idea to go and target your cob.
So I take it that's why we've got all these tools in front of
Yes,
us today.
so we've got, we're not going to do a tackle, but this is actually a very important part of your tackle, is your
It
tools.
is, yeah.
There's not a lot of the guys that actually, and we had Galjoen in that one episode where he caught a very, very big himself. And luckily I had a pair of pliers with me to close that bob. So not only for fishing, for safety as well, you need to have a couple of proper tools in your bag. So you need to have there's certain stuff that is a must in your bag. So Johan, we've got this Assassin range. Is this a new tools from Assassin?
Yeah,
Has
it's,
it always been on the market?
No,
This
this
is
is
new products from Assassin.
brand new, just landed.
We actually saw a lot of this on the trade show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we did, and it's very helpful tools. You know, it's got your scissors, your normal braid scissors,
$40.
$40, cheap. Then you've got
I enjoy this one.
this is combos. So as you can see, it's got split ring on top with a cutting and a bit of pliers there on top.
I enjoy that little scissor. That's $59, and I must say, when you're going for artificials and you quickly want to change the split ring or quickly want to change a hook, you don't always want to go with trebles. Sometimes you want to put a single on. You're fishing with a single at the back, and then you see there's teeth marks in the middle of your lure. You quickly want to put a second hook on or something. That's a really nice handy little scissor to keep in your bag.
And they're nice and small.
Yeah,
This
they're
is
nice and
a
small. So
small one, you get a second one. It's the bigger medium size. Same thing, different handle, but more place for your fingers to go in.
A
Split
little bit
rings,
more robust.
Also cutting there, yeah, but a little bit more robust. And as you will see on most of these, they've got like
A clip,
A
or a
clip.
little split ring there.
or like their
Yeah.
little holes in, and that all helps you to add your lanyard. So when fishing lures and stuff, you will find out that this is very helpful, especially when you're in a hurry.
We saw that when we were fishing in Mozambique.
Clip it in.
Clip it in, and then you also have that little pocket, the pouch, where you can put it in that goes onto your belt bucket, on your belt.
Yeah.
You can have that little pouch where you can put it in. So that is a Fish SA product. Did you get those little
Pouches and stuff.
pouches?
There's a lot of.
There's a lot of
on the
pouches that you
market,
can
yeah.
get. So it's very helpful when you're doing all that, and you've got that little. You got it close to you because you're always searching for it, or you always dropped it somewhere.
And
so
what I
that
love
is-
about these is they come in different colors, so you can literally color code them like you want them.
I know
There's blue, there's
there's
gold.
blue, there's gold, and there's a
there's
silver
silver.
one as well.
So there's about 4 or 5 colors in here. Really nice, and they go for a whopping 45
$45.
Yeah, and then the last one is
No,
your-
but you've got the red one here as well. Is that even a bigger one?
no, it's all
It's the same one. Is it also
It's just-
also the medium one? All
Yeah.
these colors, the blue, the black, all the medium ones.
Yeah, so if your friend's got one and he's got the orange one, you can go with red or blue or black.
Or if you want to color code your scissors with your clips,
Yeah, one
you
for
can
the
color code
beach,
it.
one for the river, one for whatever you're going to fish with. And then the last one for the buckets are your big braid scissors. So you'll see a lot of these on the market. There's a lot. You get the Inco,
Yeah.
you get the Totals, you get the Sensations, you get now the Assassins. So there's a lot of these scissors that go for the same, and they're very nicely priced. $59.
$59 for a proper scissor.
Yeah,
That's not
and
bad.
we all know those are very, very nice.
Yeah, so there's a really, really nice range of assassin stuff. And yeah, obviously you need a couple of these things. You've got the pliers as well, the proper split ring pliers.
Yeah, we've got these that are the bigger or better range of pliers, as you can see on the price. 179, 349. Two of the same split pliers, one big, one smaller.
Is that a heavy duty or not?
This is
it's like almost heavy duty.
Yeah, it's like semi to heavy
Okay.
duty. It can actually be. This is like stainless steel, it's coated, and then it's got a lot of functions on it: cutter, split ring, crimper.
Yeah, it's got crimping as well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, I see.
So it's got a lot of functions on them. Yeah, very nice handles as well. Super nice handles.
Okay guys, so that wraps up this week. Go get your fishing gear ready. It's going to be an awesome week of fishing.
Yes.
I'm going to go and get the boat right now. We are going spearfishing this afternoon. I've got the old, let's call them the original Bloudam crew with me today. We've got Evan, Piet, Stefan and myself going out on the gecko. We're going to do a Carmen's launch. We're going to go in search of crackers with the flat seas, water warming up a little bit. We've got about 4 or 5 meters of this. So not ideal. We want about 6-7 meters, but you don't want more than that when you're spearfishing, because then also the crackers can see you.
Yes.
So when you're spearfishing, you need that 5-6 meter range. Anything less than that, you can't see the great whites, and anything more than that, then the fish see you too clearly. So we're gonna be heading off. I'm gonna watch out for that video, subscribe, and make sure you catch us every Monday for our Tackle Talk and News update. Cheers guys.
Cheers, guys.